Ogeron and the staff, Bill Bush, fired up for the latest commitment to LSU, talking about a big safety in a very popular area in Atlanta. 6'3", 190 pounds. It was LSU's 11th commitment to the class of 2021. Khari Gee surprised maybe some that thought he was going to stay on the East Coast and stay out at Clemson, but decided to come down and play for the national champs. And LSU, it was down to Clemson and LSU. He chose Baton Rouge yesterday. He's stopping by here off the bench this morning. Khari, good morning, man. Good, congratulations. Thank you for the time.
Good morning. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. We had Ed Ogeron on in hour number 1. We saw Dabo Swinney on TikTok over the weekend. What made Coach O win out over Dabo?
Probably just the love that Coach O showed and Coach Bush showed. Coach O's enthusiasm is just different. Makes you want to go play for him.
So they've been recruiting you primarily through this Zoom process, right? I mean, they've been recruiting you through the pandemic. You have not had the chance to come down to Baton Rouge. Is that right?
I actually visited Baton Rouge the first week of March.
So how has this process been in the communication with the coaches?
Yeah, it's a lot of communication. It was an everyday thing. To be honest, I would talk to Coach Bush probably every day. Coach O maybe like twice a week. So yeah, we were on it.
What's it feel like, Khari, to have the 2 finalists for your services meet up in a national championship?
Yeah, well, I just feel blessed to have the opportunity.
So when you came down in March, did you get? I'm sure you got to tour the campus. You got to see the new facilities. How excited are you to go? And I don't know, the high school is one thing. How excited are you to come get to train in that weight room and in that locker room?
Yeah, I'm very excited. I just can't wait to get better and get in my full potential.
One other thing that's always interesting, Khari, I'm a Georgia kid as well. From like Alpharetta, Duluth type area. I came down to LSU. I never left. Did you always know that you wanted to go kind of get out of Georgia for college? Was this just something recent? Was it just a pitch that Coach O put together? Like what led to you wanting to leave the state?
Yeah, I always wanted to leave the state for college. Just to venture out and see new places and get new experiences.
What'd you get to? You have anything good to eat when you came down here in March?
Yeah, I did. I had crawfish, gumbo.
Hey.
He had some rice. It was good.
So tell me about some of the guys you mentioned. You mentioned Coach Ogeron and Coach Bush. Tell me some of the conversations you've had with Coach Bush from the safety standpoint. How do they plan on using you when you get to Baton Rouge?
I think they plan on using my versatility kind of like Grant, because I'm a long safety, so I can play in the box, I can play in back. So I think they just plan on using me a lot of different ways.
Have you had conversations with Coach Pelini?
I have. Yes, sir. I had. I think like 2.
And I want to ask you about Bill Bush, Khari, because he's someone who we've interviewed a few times, and it just seems like he just gets you fired up, man. What is it about Bush's recruiting style, or what is it about Coach Bush that makes you want to go play for him?
He just makes me feel wanted, to be honest. Just because he calls so frequently and has conversations so frequently, we just can't wait to get on the field for him.
Now, speaking of getting on the field, for you going into this senior year, I know it's got to be all crazy right now with everything and trying to train and try to get ready. What are your goals for the fall, both, obviously as a team, but maybe even more so for our listeners as an individual? Like, what do you want to do this fall?
Well, this fall, I'm probably going to sort of be focused on my team more and having a great last season of high school football.
How are you keeping yourself in shape right now? I mean, how difficult is this? I mean, we've talked to college and pro athletes during this time. How about for you, one of the top prep athletes in the country? How are you keeping yourself in shape?
Yeah, we just got to run a lot, probably every day. And I don't really have anywhere to like list right now. So it's just a lot of body weight stuff, a lot of reps, and I get to go to a field like every once in a while. So it's nice.
Would you be an early enrollee?
I would not. I don't think so.
Okay. He's on Twitter at Khari Gee. He's the latest commitment to the class of 2021 for LSU. A big safety, 6'3", ball hawking safety out of Atlanta.
Khari, one thing that's always interesting to me is how much the kind of recent success of the team plays into these decisions. What was it like having that offer from LSU and then watching this last season of football? Were you kind of watching them with a little extra attention?
Yes, sir. I got the offer. I think it was a couple weeks before the national championship.
Okay, wow.
So it was I've been watching them a lot before I got the offer just because of the season they were having. So it was really mind blowing to see them winning so much and win that last national championship game.
From a big time recruit standpoint, I'm asking this out of curiosity. Does the outcome of the game mean anything?
It doesn't mean much to me just because I know they were in that situation and I just know that LSU could be in the championship anytime.
Yeah. They're excited to have you, man. Thank you for stopping by this morning. I got to imagine that is this a relief to have behind you? I mean, are you kind of glad that this is over? And how firm is this commitment?
It is a relief, and it's very firm. I don't plan on going anywhere else or visiting anywhere else.
That sounds great, man. Thank you for your time this morning. Best of luck in your senior season. We'll see you down in Baton Rouge.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. There he is. Khari Gee checking in this morning from Atlanta, the latest commitment to the class of 2021 for LSU, a big safety, man. And you want to talk about some of the rankings here, and I'm not trying to discredit any of these rankings because I know that the job that Shay and Billy and Mike Scarborough, all those people that cover recruiting full time and pledge their life to doing that, that is a tough job. But this guy G was ranked 339th in the nation on some of the rankings. He's a 3-star guy, and to give you an idea, his finalists were LSU and Clemson. So sometimes when you look at the numbers alongside the player or the prospect, it may not translate into what certain colleges or certain teams look for. And these, and the suitors for G are not only LSU, Clemson. I think the 3 finalists were LSU, Clemson, Oregon, but he had offers from all over the country. So big safety.
And he sounds like a good self-motivated kid. Obviously, maybe a more pensive kid when I think about kids who kind of know that they want to get out of the state, that they want to go experience new things. And so, look, if nothing else, this staff at LSU right now, as a fan, has earned your trust in terms of their evaluation, right? It's the same way that I treat the New Orleans Saints front office to this point. When you they want to give up all these picks and they only want to make 3 picks in this most recent draft, but the Saints know their roster. They know the ability of the guys to make it. And if you just look at their recent top picks, like, they know how to evaluate talent. They've been hitting a lot. And if they have Trotman on their top 40 in their board, they have those 3 players top 40 in their board, then at this point, they know better than I do. I'm going to ride with him, and that's kind of the same situation with Khari Gee. As Jordy said, it's telling the 2 teams that were in the national championship were the finalists for his services. But, sounds like LSU edging him out.